Before you even think about buying a food truck, how to afford a food truck, you're asking yourself, you need to understand the real costs and the hidden ones, which nobody tells you about. It's not just the price tag on the truck, there's permits, insurance, commissary fees, fuel, and, well, a lot more. If you skip this step, you just jump in, you could end up spending and losing thousands of dollars and get into debt above your head before you even get your first customer order done. So let's break down what you actually need to afford a food truck and how to do it the smart way. Welcome to Food Truck Freaks. It's Damian Roberti. You want to hit the subscribe button if you're all about the business of food trucks. We have tons of great information on marketing, food truck wraps, food truck builds, and so many other resources. Definitely the channel you want to hit if you're looking to launch a food truck business. Let's dive into it.
All right, let's talk about the real cost of starting a food truck. We're going to build a full financial roadmap for anyone out there dreaming of launching their own business on wheels. We're going to skip the fluff and get right to the numbers you absolutely have to know to make it work. Turning that dream into a business that actually pays the bills, well, that starts with a serious dose of financial reality. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Because the real cost, it is so much more than just the price of the vehicle. Honestly, knowing these numbers up front is probably the single biggest difference between succeeding and, well, not. Okay, let's dive in. First things first, let's get into the biggest expense, the one everyone immediately thinks of, the truck itself. But as you're about to see, that price tag? Oh, it's just the tip of the iceberg. So you can see right away, the price to get in the game varies a lot. A used trailer, that's your cheapest way in, and you don't have to worry about engine repairs. A used truck gives you way more mobility, but the price jumps up. And a brand new custom build, you get everything you want, warranties and all, but wow, you're easily looking at a six-figure investment. And the choice you make right here is going to have a massive impact on your monthly bills down the road. And here it is. This is the stuff that catches everybody off guard. These are all the little extras that can add up to thousands and thousands of dollars before you even sell your first burger. We're talking permits, commissary rent, your initial food order, napkins, forks, even the pans and spatulas. Forgetting a budget for this stuff can literally sink you before you even start. Okay, so yeah, those costs can be pretty high. I get it. But don't get discouraged. The good news is there are really smart ways to get started that don't involve needing $250,000. So now that we've seen the sticker shock, let's talk about how you can launch lean and get funded. The name of the game here is being strategic. You don't have to buy the biggest, fanciest truck right away. Start with a pop-up tent to build some cash and prove people actually want your food. Keep your menu super simple, like just smash burgers and fries. That keeps your equipment costs way down. And this last one, this is huge. Book events and get deposits before you even buy the truck. That way you have guaranteed income from the moment you hit the road. So where's the money actually come from? Well, the cheapest money is always your own, right? So you should really aim to save up at least a 20% down payment. After that, you've got options like equipment loans or even government-backed SBA loans. Those usually have better terms, but, there's more paperwork. And don't forget about local credit unions and community grants. They can sometimes be a lot more flexible for a first-timer. All right, you did it. You got the truck. You're funded. Now comes the most important part of all. How do you actually make money? Let's break down the real-world math of what it really takes to be profitable out there. Look at that number. Before you even buy a single ingredient or pay yourself a dime, you are looking at over $2,000 a month in fixed costs. This is your baseline. This is your commissary rent, your insurance, your fuel, your software, all the stuff you have to pay just to exist. You got to cover this every single month. And this is where that first big decision, which vehicle to buy, comes right back at you. That used trailer, you're looking at a loan payment of around $1,300 a month. But that shiny new truck, that's over $2,400 a month. That is an extra $1,000 in sales you have to make every month just to cover the difference. Okay, let's talk about a super important term, gross margin. It's actually pretty simple. If you sell a burger for $10 and the bun, meat, and cheese cost you $4, your food cost is 40%. That means your gross margin is 60% or $6. You have to know this number. It's absolutely essential for figuring out how much you need to sell to make money. So let's put it all together. This right here, this is your target. This is the number you need to tattoo on your brain. To cover all your costs, your loan, and pay yourself a pretty modest salary, you'll need to sell about $10,500 a month with a used trailer. That's about $530 a day. With that new truck, the goal jumps to $12,500 a month. See? Now the dream has a real, tangible number attached to it.
So knowing your break-even number, that's one thing, but actually hitting it and then blowing past it, that's a whole other ballgame. So let's get into the nitty-gritty, the insider strategies that are going to help you hit those sales goals and actually build a business that thrives.
Listen up, because this is pure gold right here. Forget just hoping people show up on a random street corner. The real money is in guaranteed gigs. Catering, weddings, regular spots at breweries and office parks. You want to engineer your menu with just a couple of high-margin hero items and then design your kitchen for pure speed. Every second you can shave off a ticket time is more money in your pocket during a busy lunch rush. Now, let's look at the flip side. The really common mistakes that can just completely derail you. A huge one is pricing your food based on what the truck down the street is doing. Don't do that. You have to price based on your food costs and your target margin. And I cannot stress this enough. Have a cash reserve. Seriously. 2 or 3 months of expenses tucked away can be the one thing that saves you when you have a slow month or an unexpected repair. If you're thinking about buying a used truck, this slide is your Bible. I'm not kidding. Print it out, save it, do whatever you have to do. Before you even think about handing over cash, go through this list. Check the generator under a full load. Make sure the fridges actually get cold enough. And please, please always pay for a professional inspection. It might cost a few $100, but it could save you tens of thousands in repairs later on.
Whew. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from the initial sticker shock to figuring out profitability to all the pro tips. So now, let's put it all together into one simple, actionable roadmap that'll take you from just an idea all the way to your grand opening.
Here it is, your 10-step plan to launch a successful food truck. Now, notice the order here. This is really important. You're not even buying the truck until step number 8. You prove your concept, you build a plan, and you get deposits for events first. This is how you launch smart. This is how you set yourself up for immediate cash flow. Follow these steps in this order, and I promise you, you'll be light years ahead of the competition.
So there you have it. You've got the blueprint. You know the real costs. You've got the strategies, and you have the exact steps to take. The only question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to do to make your food truck dream a reality?